Glad you dressed up for me.
Oh, yeah, no. I've just come straight from the airport. My flight was delayed. That's why.
Where are you coming from?
I came from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, what were you doing there?
A set visit.
For
A
what?
film called Stuba. It's Dave Bautista and Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, okay.
It's good, but no, my flight got delayed, so I didn't have time to go home. So
okay.
I'm in my flight clothes.
That's how you travel.
Luckily, I'm not on camera. So
Good.
all right.
Yeah. But I gotta look at you. Wait a second. When did you see the movie? If you were in Atlanta yesterday.
I saw it on Monday.
You saw it Monday. Okay.
I have seen it.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay.
I really liked it. Just wondering, when did the idea of a sequel sort of come about? And did you have apprehensions at first? Because when people make such great movies like the first one was, I guess there's always that fear of stepping over it in some ways. But I'm assuming you just read the script and just thought, yeah, this is a really strong movie.
Well, there was apprehension for sure. I mean, first of all, Denis was not, Villeneuve was not going to be able to direct it. We didn't have a script yet, and Roger Deakins was not going to be able to shoot it either. Emily Blunt was not going to be part of the cast, so there was definitely apprehension. And I liked the first movie. But when I read the script, I felt it was original and it was unpredictable and I think it's anytime you get an opportunity to explore the evolution of a character and if the story is good, why not? Why not give it a shot? And so we got lucky with a good director and a good director of photography as well that came in to shoot the film. So.
Yeah, I guess in some ways having loads of kind of new people involved in the kind of behind the scenes must have made it feel like a completely different project, which is maybe kind of beneficial in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, I approached it like it was a new film. I mean, the only thing that I knew was the wardrobe, and I knew a little bit more of a backstory about the character than before. But besides that, you have to do the same amount of work in a way.
And when you were making the first Sicario, did you get a sense when making it that this is a film that's going to be really well received? And just generally speaking across your career, is that something you can tell?
No, you can't tell. You never know. I hope this movie, Sicario 2: Day of the Soldado, will have people talk about it and enjoying the ride. But you never know. And some movies find an audience. It takes time for them to find an audience. And in a way, Sicario was like that, the first one. It found an audience. So if there was a formula for that, I think that everybody would be using it. Actually, they'd be selling it at your nearest drugstore. I think if there was a formula for that, it's really difficult to predict. I think that the only thing that you have is if it's original and if it's unpredictable and is convincingly done with good photography, good music, you can find an audience. But it might not be at the right time, but you'll find an audience.
In regards to sort of researching this world, I'm assuming that must be quite a difficult thing to do because obviously the nature of these people is they like to keep they're quite ambiguous. They don't exactly give too much away. But the idea of corruption and this level of corruption, it seems so steeped in cinema, but actually it does go on. Does it surprise you when you have been researching this project and getting to know this character at how close to reality some of this actually is?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that there's many elements in this movie, even though it's a complete fictionalized story. There's elements of it that are happening as we speak. The violence. There's elements of it that we could say that they've been going on for a long time. I would say even like decades.
And just wanted to, just finally really, obviously you're doing incredible films obviously like Sicario, but also littered across your kind of career. You do roles in, for example, like the Avengers and kind of Star Wars. It must be so fun to every now and then to step into those kind of huge mega franchises. And can it be quite overwhelming when you do make those movies and you see what they mean to people at the kind of premieres and stuff like that? It must be kind of an incredible little experiences to get involved in films of that nature.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very lucky that I can participate in those big experiences, you know, and being able to do these other films that are different, but you know, when you do a movie, work is work, and you know, the hours are the hours, and you know, and the effort is the effort, and so you just. But I've been lucky to work with good filmmakers and good projects, and so just let's keep it like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey